Peace be with you and welcome. You know, have you ever just stopped and looked around at the world, the sun, the ocean, the way life works, and felt like there's some kind of a deeper message there, a logic to it all that's pointing to something bigger? Well, today, we're going to dive into a really powerful argument from the Quran in Surah Al-Hajj that does exactly that. It's basically an invitation to see the entire universe as a collection of signs. So where does this whole argument kick off? It starts with this truly huge idea that the entire universe, with all its incredible complexity, is actually structured to benefit humanity. It's not just a bunch of random chaos, but a finely tuned system with us, with humanity, right at the heart of it. And the verse, it starts off by asking us a really direct question. Do you not see? It's a call for us to really look at the world, to see past the surface and to spot that there's a design here, that it's all intentional, a world that has literally been made to serve us. And it's not just abstract, right? We're given some really concrete examples. The heavens above us, the earth beneath our feet, even the ships that sail the sea, they're all part of this cosmos that's in our service. But here's the part that's just incredible. These are limitless favors for everybody. The sun shines for everyone, the rain falls for everyone. It's inviting every single one of us to just look up and to think. Okay, so from the massive scale of the universe, the argument zooms right in to something super personal for all of us, the cycle of human life itself. The point being made is that our very own existence, from the day we're born to the day we die, is another powerful sign pointing back to that same single source. So think about it. We're taken through this journey of life, right? In 4 clear stages. First, there's creation. Then this whole life of being sustained and provided for. Next, the certainty of death. And finally, for some, there's that return to frailty and old age. And this whole cycle, this whole thing, it's laid out as this undeniable sign of divine control and incredible wisdom. And that last stage, wow, it's described with such raw honesty. I mean, just imagine a whole life's worth of wisdom, of skills, of memories, everything you've learned, and it all just fades away. It's such a powerful reminder of how temporary our own strength and knowledge really are, and it reminds us of our ultimate dependence. Okay, so let's recap for a second. We've got a universe that's basically set up for us. We've got a life cycle that's clearly guided by a higher power. And this feeling of divine provision, it goes way beyond the natural world. This is where we start to get into our actual purpose here on Earth. I mean, think about it. The roof over your head, the clothes you're wearing, the food you eat, it's all coming from these what the Quran calls inexhaustible treasures. This just drives home the idea of a single, limitless source for everything we are and everything we have. It's all connected back to one unified system. And this leads us to a really key idea here, khalefa. See, we're not just here to sit back and receive all these amazing gifts. We've actually been given this role of stewardship, this huge responsibility. But that begs the question, right? What is it about us that qualifies us for a job that huge? Well, the answer is one specific, unique gift that really sets humanity apart from everything else, our capacity for knowledge. And the story of Adam and the angels, it illustrates this point absolutely perfectly. So let's break this down. Adam was taught all the names, which basically means he was given this ability to learn, to label things, to make sense of the world. It's not that he knew everything, but he had the potential to know. The angels, on the other hand, only know what God has specifically taught them. And that potential, right there, is what justified Adam's role as a steward on earth. And what's so amazing is the angels' reaction. There's no argument, no debate. They immediately recognize their own limits and just affirm that God is the source of all knowledge. Their humility here is such a powerful lesson in itself, especially when you think about the pride that knowledge can sometimes bring us. Okay, so let's tie all these threads together. You have the universe working for us, you have the cycle of our own lives, you have this unique gift of knowledge. These aren't just random, nice observations. They're actually the building blocks for a logical argument that gets right to the very heart of faith. And the grand conclusion of this whole argument is a concept called Tawhid. This is really the absolute core of Islam, the oneness of God. One creator, one sustainer, one source for everything. Every single thing we've talked about points straight to this idea of unity. Now, this idea stands in total contrast to its opposite, shirk. That's the act of associating partners or idols or anything else with God. And this was a huge deal back in the society where these verses were first revealed. So the argument isn't just saying shirk is wrong, it's saying it's illogical. So let's just walk through the logic one last time. Look, if the universe is set up for you, if your own life is this clear sign of divine control, and if your ability to learn is this unique gift from one source, well, then where does all the rational evidence point? It points to one single creator. So to then associate partners with him after seeing all this evidence, it just doesn't make sense. It's basically ignoring all the signs that are right there in front of you. And so, this line of thinking, laid out more than 1,400 years ago, is now turned back to us, to you and me. It's an invitation to actually use that unique gift of ours, our minds, to just look around. So I'll just leave you with this to think about. What are the signs in your world, in your day-to-day life, that make you stop and just reflect?